Hola, mi gente. Okay, so I'm logging on quickly because if you watch the video that I did on the Aquarius lunar eclipse wisdom, this is 2017. I had a moment where I had a message and I was like, I don't remember it. Okay, so here we go. Ochosi in the Ifa tradition is the tracker. Ochosi is the GPS. And so one of my applications of Ochosi is tracking. What does that mean? That means keeping up with what you're doing. So there's a book that I read called Compound Effect. And in this book, what this man talked about, the way the compound effect works is you take one step and then you take another step. And they don't even have to be big steps, but looking at all the small steps that you take day in and day out, bit by bit, they compound into an effect. And so if every day you wake up, you exercise maybe 30 minutes and you eat modestly, over a while that's going to have a compound effect, which is resulting in probably a nice sized body. You know, if you're eating eating a modest amount of food, or just eating what, your fair share, which is what my aunt says, just eat your fair share, baby, no more, no less. And it's healthy, even relatively healthy, then more than likely the compound effect will be a slimmer body and health. Conversely, if you're eating in excess, you're eating foods that, maybe your body stores as fat on the body, or it kicks your body into fat storing mode, and you're not exercising, eventually over time, and it might be gradual, which it typically is, you might end up with the compound effect of being overweight and perhaps having health issues. And so what you're being asked to do by the mothers, because they're the ones that gave me this, these are the guides, my feminine guides, is you're being asked during this eclipse time to make a commitment to tracking what you are doing day by day. Keep up with what you're doing. And that is going to let you know where you're going to end up. So whatever you do, bit by bit, day by day, that is taking you in a particular direction to a particular effect. That's why I said in the last video, y'all look, it's intention plus action. That's the magic. Okay, so what they're saying though is that they want you all to know, all of us, to begin to be more deliberate in the baby steps that we take day in and day out, that we can get to where we need to go. And there's no need to feel overwhelmed by it, because all you have to do is take small steps day in and day out. It doesn't have to be mega. It just needs to be significant, and it needs to be consistent. So we need to consistently take small steps every day in the direction of our destiny, in the direction of our strategic plan, in the direction of our goals and aspirations. One of the things that my teacher, E.O. Shanike, taught me a while ago that was impressed upon me was begin with the end in mind. So we have to think about the big picture. So that Tahuti energy that's speaking right now, that's big picture energy. That's looking at where the vision. And then from there, we look at all the baby steps that will take us in that direction. So every day, ask yourself, and this is the tracking piece with Ochosi. Ochosi is the tracker. And those steps it's essentially a GPS, because the steps you take, that lets you know the direction you're going into, okay? So you want to track what you're doing day in and day out. And you want to ask yourself, is this taking me in the direction where I want to go? You think about the big picture and you say, Right now, if I do fill in the blank, is this taking me where I want to go or not? Y'all, it's simple. The wisdom can be so deep and profound when we really expand our consciousness. But this human experience is amazing. It's incredible. And like I said in the last video, we've got to take advantage of it. But so much of what we want is easy to get there, but it requires work. Okay? Sometimes a little muscle in there, all right? A little blood, sweat, and tears. Never hurt anybody. Never. And it's so worth it. Aren't you worth it? Okay. So that is the wisdom of Ochosi speaking. We give thanks, Ochosi. Thank you. Thank you, mothers, for saying, oh, y'all better get Ochosi up in there. Okay, so let me tell y'all a little bit about Ochosi. Well, you see it in the title. Okay, so Ochosi is a warrior in the Ifa tradition. And so the warriors are the energies that we work with. Now, all these energies are within us, just like all the 12 signs are within us, because we are the universe. We really are. Know that self. All the Orisha are within us. We have access to all the Orisha. Okay, so Ochosi, or the warriors, they are who we work with to help us overcome the obstacles. So we have Eshu, we have Ogun, Ochosi, Osun. Okay? People love learning about Ifa, I noticed. So I'm sharing. So Ochosi is considered to be the warrior who is a tracker. And you see I put that bow and arrow on there. So, you know, that's what Ochosi symbol is right there. And so we use these warrior energies to help us overcome the obstacles without, but mostly within. And I think many people don't fully or properly use the energy of Ochosi. We're just letting Ochosi sit by the wayside. We're not keeping up with too much of anything that we're doing. We're just sort of living life and not really tracking what we're doing. We're not looking at the path that we're taking. We're not following our inner GPS, you know? And then, you know, we end up crying and having pity parties with, you know, the Shango energy. If it's not in the positive, it's pity party energy. It's like crying and blaming everything and everybody else for everything that's going wrong in our lives. Ochosi is like, I tried to help you. You didn't listen. No pity parties, baby. What you need to do is start tracking. So even write down what you're doing. And use this energy to slay the part of yourself that just wants to be willy-nilly, that wants to sidetrack you, that isn't, you know, staying on point and on purpose with everything that's going on in your life. So that is a little bit about Ochosi that I wanted to share from my perspective of Ochosi. I'm not saying that if you go into E5, a lot of us will qualify everything we say about E5, because if you hear other people talk about Ochosi, they may say something different. But this is Ochosi through the lens, through the experience of Omilade, Iya Omilade. And for me, it's valid. I'm sharing it with you, hoping that you can use it. So there you go. Call on the energy of Ochosi. Ochosi is an inner warrior that can help you get to where you want to go if you would only but follow the GPS signal that he has given you. All right? Love y'all. Happy lunar eclipse, and just wishing you so much success in your life. Peace.